honest. I just kind of let the game come to me, and so, you know, attacking the basket's like typically what I do. So getting to the foul line and making free throws was pretty it was easy.
Tiff, you come off of, one of the tougher games against VCU. What did you do to kind of rebound from such a tough performance?
I've talked to a lot of the coaches, and they've really helped me. I typically am my worst critic, so they really have helped me through that to really realize that the game is a game of runs and possessions, and I'm gonna make mistakes. So it was just really my mental mindset.
I tell her when she does something great, she's not going, yay Tiff, yay Tiff. So when she has a mistake, she can't be so down. One possession, move on. Move on.
Earlier in the season, you mentioned about Tiffany when she wasn't present. So I guess we should say in front of her that the team will go as far as Tiff goes.
Mm-hmm. I said that earlier. Yes, I did. And I said that because I just felt that she had a quality of a great leadership, and that's like Tiff said. A lot of our conversations were first responsibility you have is as a leader. Regardless of how your game is going, you got to lead. So whether you're up or down, the number one thing is to lead, because I think the kids respect how hard she goes. She's playing through some injuries right now, and they respect the fact that she's fighting through those injuries. And like I said, all the offense we're getting from Tiff. In her college career, she hasn't done that. And I think she always did in high school. She was Gatorade Player of the Year for 3 or 4 straight years, I think, in her state. 3 years. So I knew that she had the offensive, opportunity. But now that she's gotten comfortable with her offenses, I think she's been able to pick her spots of where she can read to pick up the extra points.
Coach, you had probably the best first half all season. What did you say to the team in the locker room? To try to keep the foot on the gas, and what did you say after that great first half?
I just said great job. I said, what we don't want to do is, like you said, I don't want to take our foot off the pedal, because I thought we let up a little bit against VCU, and we gave them opportunities to get a feel, getting back in the game, and we had done such a terrific. Obviously we shot the ball well, so you're going to be up a lot when you play great defense and you shoot the ball well. But what I didn't want to do is I didn't want to let up from a defensive end. As you saw in the second half, we couldn't buy a basket. At one point, we're shooting 9%, but I thought we got sloppy in the second half. So, and I think part of that comes with having a big lead and then playing a lot of kids and trying a lot of different combinations. And so, I think once we were able to get over that one hump where they cut it to 13, we were able to kind of respond to it, regroup, and then get back in the swing.
In the last 5 or 6 games, about 2/3, maybe more of the baskets were scored off assists. Is that something you've worked with the team on?
It's a very unselfish team. You look at, great example today is Sam Clark. Sam only had 3 looks at the basket, and they were power post moves, so no easy looks, but yet she was such a presence defensively. She just really understands help defense and understands positioning and angles on defense. And it's an unselfish group. There's nobody that's, bigger than the team. And so everybody's willing to share the ball, starting with Tiff. I think she's an unbelievable passer. So, I think this is a group of kids that takes a lot of pride in including their teammates in every possession.
Talk about the defensive play. That's been a trending topic for the team. For you both, talk about what has been so successful about it during the course of conference play.
I definitely think how, focused we are on all our assignments is what's been pushing us through and helping us keep teams to low shooting percentage. When I came to this program, one of the things that was emphasized to me is that defense is what we're known for. So I think that it's really important that everyone bought in, and that's we're continuing that tradition.
And we're very detail oriented. A lot of the stuff has to do with details on assignments. Like Tiff said, there's assignments, and you'll see that a couple kids we just sit off, and a couple kids we're denying. Our goal is to make them do something they don't want to do. Make someone else make shots. Make a 3-pointer, put it on the floor. Make a post player, have to fade, or make them do something that they don't want to do. And I thought overall we did a terrific job of that today.
Tiffany, I don't know how it was at BC, but Kids Day is always a wild day here. What was it like playing in front of that kind of atmosphere?
I thought it was awesome. It was also hilarious to see them get so excited about all the different songs playing and dancing. It was really cute. It was really cute.
I remember the Rhode Island coach saying last year, we didn't know what to think with all that noise. We couldn't even focus. I don't know if UMass was hit with the same feeling, just because you can't focus and you can't hear. They had their plays I could see on the charts, so they were prepared for it, but it's hard. It's a great, that's what I was saying on the radio. It just would be great if more of the students and more of the Fordham community came out, because we have a great product, and it'd be nice to see our students take more of an effort to be here.
Does that type of energy help you all when you go into that, when it comes time for conference tournament play? Does that type of atmosphere that you had today help you when it comes time for that conference tournament time?
I haven't been to the tournament with this team yet, but I think that it does because what I do know about conference championships or tournaments is that it's loud. So you have to be able to, I call a play and then it gets shuffled down through to everyone else because you're not going to be able to hear. So I think it helps prepare people for how it's going to be later once we do go to the A-10 tournament. So.
And for you, Coach, with your experiences in the tournament, do you think that this is a good test for especially your younger players to get that little taste of, a louder atmosphere?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of it will depend. 'Cause last year, it depends on who's in those games as to what the crowd's going to be like, because it's usually minimal unless one of the host teams are there, like somebody from Richmond is there. Because I know when Richmond played VCU, that's probably their biggest crowd because of the location of the tournament being in Richmond. For us, when we get to that point, when you're on a neutral site, at that point, you just got to stay within the lines. We don't focus on any of that. That's why our out-of-conference schedule, we try to prepare through situations like that, so that when we get to conference tournament time, it's, us and everything within the lines at that point.
Coach, do you feel, pressure building as you guys are undefeated in conference, and how do you keep the younger players on the team from kind of, feeling that pressure as you go on this tremendous run?
It's new territory. I mean, I want the kids to enjoy it. I mean, they've never been through this before. Never been, top team in the beginning. We finished last year as number 1, but I mean, we already knew that the target was on our back, being the champions returning. So it's basically the same thing. We're us and GW are the team to knock off, and we understand that, and we know that. And every day with the scout squad, and we challenge them every day. Hey, this is not good enough, and if we want to continue, everybody's going to give us their best shot. And it's kind of like I tell the kids, think about your biggest rivalry in high school, think about who's coming after you. But you know what, to be honest, Matt, we've worked so hard to get to the point where we respect it, that we are the team to beat. For so long, we were the team on the schedule everybody wanted to play. Now, all of a sudden, we're the team that everybody is in fear of. And it's not in fear of, but, that they respect. So now, all of a sudden, they're excited when, and opportunities to, to play us. And that's a whole new territory. And I want the kids to embrace it because they worked really hard for that.
Other questions?
Tip for you as an athlete, how do you keep hungry during this stretch? Because, the team's doing really well, so how do you as an athlete continue to stay hungry and continue to keep playing hard?
I think our team stays focused and hungry throughout this stretch because every drill and practice is really competitive, and we're all great competitors, and no one likes to lose. So even in practice, you should see how physical and intense it gets. So when we get the opportunity to play against a team, especially a team that's coming after us, it's fun.
We want practices to be so hard that the games seem easy. So everything we do in practice is pretty tough.
Is that what affects how you do during the game?
I think it
because
does.
The practices are so difficult.
You're so used to it, and then bringing in the scout squad. I mean, it's ironic that today, we talk about that, and it's John Chaney's birthday, who's somebody that we use a lot of stuff from, the Chaney chart that we use a Chaney chart in practice, and today's, I'll be calling Coach Chaney later to wish him a happy birthday, and it's also Becky Peters, a former alumni, it's her birthday as well. So, I mean, it's just, we take great pride in making practices so hard that when we get out there, we can't wait to play against somebody else.
Right.
But the scout squad's good too.
Yeah, and also in practice, you're playing against your teammates, so they know all your tendencies, and they know your basketball game inside and out, so they're taking away all your strengths. So then when you get to a game and, things are open that they're not normally open in practice, it just makes it a lot easier.
Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, guys.